A quick video in response to a viewer who asked me a question that I would like to answer. So they were watching another YouTube channel where someone performed his eyes on the sparrow, and they wanted to know if I could help them with the finger picking pattern because the performer had the guitar down a little too low and they couldn't see it. So what the performer was doing, just as a summary, is they were playing it in the key of G, and they had the capo on the first fret. So they're singing in, let's say together, a key that I can't sing in. So I'm going to kind of croak along with it there to give you an idea of what it would sound like, but show you the chords. So we're going to do the chorus. So what they were doing is they were playing, for the chorus, they start off on a D chord, but instead of playing your regular D, right, they have this bass note. They're doing the slash chord, the F sharp. So they're in their finger picking pattern wanting to get a bass note, and quite often you'll get that slash chord to get kind of a lower sounding bass note. Sounds really nice in harmony. So we're going to get that bass note we hit with the thumb, and then with the index finger we're going to go down, up, thumb, down, up, thumb, up, down, up, thumb, down, up, thumb, up, down, up, thumb, down, up, thumb, up, down, up. Okay, we'll try to get that a little closer there. Thumb, down, up, thumb, up, down, up. And now you can do little variations of that, because what you're trying to do is make sure that you're hitting the strings that you want to hear to get a little bit of variety going on. So you don't have to be very strict with it. You don't have to hit the same notes every single time. I apologize if you hear the lawn being mowed on the outside there. This is just a quick video to get this answer out there. Okay, so let's start off. We're going to do that pattern. Oh, let me show you a couple other quick things, okay? Little things we can do, and that the performer did. One thing the performer was doing there is on their G chord, so before they would hit with their thumb, they'd start on the open string. So you get the open string, and then they're going to hammer on bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, to give it a little variety. You can also do that on this other bass note. So we can do, holding it up in the air here. Okay, so those are normal things that you'll hear being done, and basically what we're doing is we're leveraging that blues scale that's underneath that, right? So we did that E minor blues will fit under that G chord very nicely. So you can do all kinds of stuff like, okay? But what that performer was doing was to get that bass note in there. And what we're going to add in, they didn't do, but you can do, when they went over to that E minor chord, we can walk that bass, right? So we can go G, F sharp, E, to give a little bit more interest and fullness, because we come around that chorus a couple times. And so you can play it through the first time, not embellishing anything, and then the next time you come through, you can add in these little embellishments. Makes it more interesting for your listener, and it makes it a little more interesting for you as the performer, so you don't have to do the same thing over and over. So I had a instructor when I played in a jazz band that said, if you're going to play something twice, make it different every time. Don't just do a straight repeat. So these are some of the kind of things, or some of the kind of informal rules that you can apply to your own playing to make it more fun for yourself and for the listener. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to do the chorus, starting off with this D here. Let me get this up so you can see it. Okay, here we go. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Okay, so that's basically all there is to it. You add in a little bit of stuff for walking around the bass. That finger picking pattern stayed the same all the time. You don't have to hit all of the strings. You're just keeping that constant little rhythm. Again, so it's like we didn't have any bass notes at all. We're just doing thumb, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then the other little normal riff I played on the C chord, which is a common thing to do here, just like we did on the G, on the E, on the C chord, getting ahead of myself, on the C chord, on that E note, right here on this 4th string, hit it open and hammer on there. So you can use that as your bass note sometimes when you're coming to the C chords. Instead of doing 1 on the C, you can do the E. C, E, C. Rocking it back and forth because you have like 4 beats in that measure. You're hitting it on 1, you're hitting it on 3. So use 1 bass note one time, use 1 bass note the other time, and that allows you to provide that little hammer-on motif in there, a little bit of embellishment to make it sound a little more interesting. So I hope that helps. And thanks for your question. It was fun answering it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.